Imagine generating over $14,000 in just 6 months from a single digital product. Now imagine doing that starting entirely from scratch, never once showing your face and spending absolutely $0 on ads. Sounds a bit like a pipe dream, right? Well, in today's explainer, we're going to break down the exact blueprint from a creator who did exactly that. Look, this isn't just theory or vague advice. This is the ultimate from zero step-by-step launch checklist to build a profitable faceless AI business. We're going to dig into the exact tools, the actual strategies, and the required mindset you need to go from a totally blank screen to a live automated business. So let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our exact visual roadmap of the 6 core actions required to get you launched. First, we pick a profitable niche. Then we build your faceless brand. Create the AI product, set up your hosting and domain, generate viral content, and finally, automate your launch schedule.
All right, step 1, pick a profitable niche. I need to emphasize this right out of the gate because picking the wrong niche or skipping this step entirely is literally the #1 reason most beginners fail. Your chosen niche absolutely must pass this 3-box checklist. First, you have to target a high-paying audience. You want people with the actual means and desire to buy digital products. For example, you probably shouldn't pick a Minecraft gaming niche because that audience isn't typically pulling out credit cards for high-ticket digital downloads. Second, you got to be personally interested in the topic. If you don't actually like the content, you're going to burn out way before you ever see success. And third, ensure worldwide virality. You need to verify that multiple accounts in this space are already pulling in millions of views. For our explainer today, we're going to use a niche that perfectly checks all 3 of these boxes, the productivity and motivation niche. Moving right along to step 2, build your faceless brand.
So for this walkthrough, we're going to use a working example brand called SoulDrive. Now, building a brand identity used to take weeks, but today we're using a highly specific AI stack. First up, you hit Namelix, an amazing brand name generator, to brainstorm ideas like SoulDrive, something that really evokes that feeling of deep motivation. Next, you bounce over to ChatGPT to generate prompts for your logo. You specifically want to ask for a text-free, glowing icon that represents your brand. Maybe just focus on the first letter. Then you take those exact prompts straight into Leonardo AI. And here is a massive pro tip from our source. Specifically select their Lucid Origin model, set your dimensions to a 1-to-1 square, and hit generate. What you get is this incredibly high-quality, glowing S logo that looks premium and completely professional right out of the gate. Okay, so your logo is done. You create your TikTok and Instagram accounts, and stop right there. Do not post anything yet. Seriously, this is a massive mistake a lot of beginners make. You actually need a strict 3-day waiting period. Why? Because you've got to warm up the account so the platform algorithms don't flag you as a spam bot. Spend these first 3 days simply scrolling, engaging with other productivity content, and following related brands. Basically, you're proving to the platform that you're a real human being. Then, at the very end of day 3, you switch your account to a professional account and drop in a strong bio with an emoji pointing down to exactly where your link will eventually be.
Which brings us nicely to step 3, create the AI product. You see, you need an actual product link sitting there in your bio before you ever start generating traffic. But before you even make anything, we need to do a quick psychological shift. You aren't just making a digital file here, you need to create an absolutely irresistible offer. You need to look at it and ask yourself, what is that one thing that if I see it, I'd buy it instantly? Am I crazy if I miss this offer? The product essentially has to be a bundle of intense value. To answer that exact question for our SoulDrive brand, the source used ChatGPT prompts to build out the concept for an entire product pack called the All-in-One Life Control System. We're not talking about some simple, boring PDF here. This is a comprehensive, ready-to-use Google Sheets dashboard. It's got a finance tracker, a weekly planner, a task tracker, and this highly detailed habit tracker that lets you view your entire year at a single glance. It even includes a manual on how to customize the whole thing. It just screams value because it solves multiple problems all at once.
Now we're on to step 4, set up hosting and domain.
So we have this great product, but now we need to actually put it online to accept payments securely. Let's talk pricing strategy for a second. Standard, basic digital products usually sell for around $9. But because we just built a high-value, multi-item pack with our all-in-one life control system, we are jumping that price point up to $19.99 at a minimum. This instantly positions the product as premium, and honestly, it drastically increases your profit margins on the exact same amount of traffic. To get this all set up, we're relying on a very specific trio of tools. First up is Gumroad for free hosting. And here's a slick trick. Set your Gumroad profile to dark mode and use your brand's accent color. It instantly gives your storefront this ultra-premium vibe.
Next, buyers actually need to see what they're getting. So, you take screenshots of your Google Sheets, drop them into Canva to add some really sleek glow shadows, and then use Google Gemini's Nano Banana feature to organize them into a beautiful wide 16:9 presentation image. Finally, and this is absolutely critical, you do not want a raw, ugly Gumroad link sitting in your social media bio. It just looks completely unprofessional. You need a custom domain. The source highly recommends grabbing a .store domain extension. It's basically a cheat code for SEO, and it instantly signals to Google that you are a real, legitimate business. Plus, massive creators like Mr. Beast use .store domains for their own shops. If it builds trust for them, you better believe it builds trust for you. You simply buy the domain and forward it directly to your Gumroad page.
All right, now for the fun part. Step 5, generate viral content.
This is the ongoing beating heart of your business. To get millions of eyeballs on that shiny new link of yours, you need a two-pronged content strategy. And this brilliantly illustrates how we do it. In this niche, you've got two main types of videos. First, you have your simple motivational clips. Think scenes from movies or snippets from popular podcasts. Now, these are incredibly easy to create, they go viral super fast, and they get massive reach. But they have very low buyer intent. People just watch them and keep scrolling. Then, on the other side, we have talking motivation videos. These are original scripts paired with custom visuals. Yes, they take a bit longer to make, but they build a highly engaged, high-paying audience with exceptionally strong buyer intent. So what's the ultimate strategy here? You post 2 videos every single day, one of each style. One brings the massive reach, the other brings the actual conversions. Let's look at exactly how fast you can build those high-conversion talking motivation videos using AI. You start in ChatGPT to generate 10 viral topic ideas, the full video script, and the image prompts. Then, boom, you paste that script straight into 11 Labs. For a productivity niche, selecting a middle-aged male voice gives it this great, authoritative, experienced tone. Next, drop those image prompts into Google Gemini and make absolutely sure you specify a 9:16 aspect ratio so it fits perfectly on TikTok and Reels. Finally, you pull the whole shebang into CapCut. To make it look incredibly cohesive, you use a subtle zoom, apply a unified dark blue tint across all the images to match your SoulDrive brand, and use the play pendulum effect to give those static images some cinematic movement. Literally in minutes, you've created a completely original, highly engaging piece of content. And finally, we hit step 6, automate your launch schedule. Look, here is the hard truth. Your personal motivation is inevitably going to fade. Consistency is literally the only way your business survives. You just cannot rely on waking up every single day and feeling pumped to edit a video. The strategy here is to batch create as many videos as humanly possible on those specific days when you are motivated or just have a block of free time. Then you use a tool like Metricool to schedule them out across the entire week or even the whole month. And here's a really fascinating tip from our source. For those easy motivational clip videos, just generate one really solid caption using ChatGPT and reuse it. And surprisingly, the source explicitly advises against using hashtags entirely. That's right, no hashtags. Just rely entirely on the strength of the content and the platform's algorithm to naturally find your perfect audience. So we've officially covered the complete zero to launch blueprint, but I want to leave you with this final really important thought. Is this a long-term business? Absolutely yes. But will that all-in-one life control system sell forever? Probably not. Trends change, but the true beauty of this entire system is that when those trends inevitably shift, you just use these exact same AI prompts to generate a brand new product and swap out the link. The real asset you're building here isn't just the spreadsheet, it's the high-trust Faceless brand and the massive audience attention you've managed to capture. So I have to ask, what niche are you going to conquer first?